Hi, this is Michal B with English News. Today we are witnessing history in the making. Millions of people are gathered in the U.S. Capitol to see Barack Obama sworn in as America's 44th president and its first African-American leader. You're saying that this has been going on for a long time. There are underlying things here. Well, let's talk about this crisis especially. It's been taking about 2 weeks now. Did any side benefit from this crisis? Is there an underlying reason that the dispute went on for so long?
What happened was that Ukraine created a...
And you mentioned just a little bit earlier that there will be a change in the gas prices. What can we expect or predict from the gas prices in the upcoming quarters, and who will be affected most by this?
Okay, there's usually a half-year lag.
And we're starting with local news. Turkey's President Abdullah Gül is in Kuwait today for an official visit. There may be important developments. As you said, the Nabucco pipeline may be one of the solutions for Russia, and instead of conflict of interest, which we were talking about in 2009, there were some doubts how the Nabucco is going to affect Turkey and Russia. It seems it might actually affect them in a positive way, according to you.
Yes,
Turkey held a meeting of Afghanistan's neighbors today in the run-up to the London conference, where Afghanistan and the international community are expected to set a timetable for Kabul to take responsibility for its own security. On the line with us to talk about the subject of Afghanistan, we have Shukriya Barakzai, a member of parliament in Afghanistan and the president of the Third Line Party. She's talking to us live from Istanbul. Hello, Ms. Barakzai.
Hello, hi. Good evening.
Thank you very much for joining us. Well, let's talk about the Taliban a little bit in that area, if that's possible. We know that there's been a lot of speculation, whether or not it's true, I'm not sure, but Beytullah Mesud has been killed, according to some of the speculation. Killed, okay. Now there's a new leader that has been appointed, Hakimullah Mesud. What do we know about him, and how strong is it? Is Beytullah Mesud's being killed going to affect their strength of the power? Pakistan and India shares common interests and common enemies, if I'm not mistaken. Can you tell us a little bit about this common ground? Because it's a very positive attitude to...
But risk of revenue.
It sounds like you've got everything covered with the banks, with the small businesses. You know, it's like a support system for the national economy.
Well, I wish I could say we've got it keen to be helpful, especially if it's from one of our top 5 countries in the world.
Turkey.
Yes, yes.
I mean, even you got me thinking, you know, how could I benefit from this? It just
That's good. That's good. Then I'm doing a good job.
Definitely, for sure. So there are things that we can do now before we go to the other side that is a much more difficult situation.
Absolutely.
What about, do you believe Hamas and Fatah can actually come to some kind of understanding with each other? Work on your hand. You've got a lot of very important roles. So let's start with a very specific one. You've been re-elected as the World Chambers Federation head once again as a 3rd term, I believe.
That's correct.
Can you tell us a little bit about the kind of work that you do? I understand that you improve trading relations, bringing ATA carnet systems for different countries. I think was one of the things that you did in your past terms. Can you tell us a little bit more about what the World Chambers Federation actually does?
So I think we are a very unique country, and then the whole world is accomplishing, is appreciating this.
We should have more people like you representing Turkey around the world, I think. Well, one question, of course, Turkey's role in the region is very critical, as you said, politically and socially and economically. I'm curious to know your perspective. I mean, the World Economic Forum is taking place in Davos right now. We all know what happened last year. So, Tony, can we first start with the EU accession process of Turkey? How do you think the process is going?
The process isn't going well enough. It's not speedy enough.
What are the benefits for the EU if Turkey does join?
Well, you'll have seen...
Do you believe that dialogue would work with Iran, for example?
I think Iran's an interesting country.
Bey, hoş geldiniz.
Hoş bulduk.
Bildiğiniz gibi babamda bizim felsefemiz var. Hem bir başarı hikayesinden bahsederek giriyoruz, hem de sizin diğer yönünüzü göstermek istiyoruz. Tabii ki hayattan keyif almak, zevk almak bizim için çok önemli. Felsefemiz bu. Evet, babamın programının ikinci kısmına, daha eğlenceli olan kısmına geldik.
Meral Hanım'ı bu şekilde çekeceğiz.
biraz kaybediyoruz. Veyahut da ne istemekten çok, çünkü ne istediğimizi bazen biliyoruz. Neye ihtiyacımız olduğunu pek bilmiyoruz.
Aynen öyle.
Neyse. Beğeniyor aynen.
Sadece bazı taşlara bakarız.
Evet, güzel, çok özel bir yerimiz var. Çünkü zaten bu programın felsefesi hayattan zevk almak. Biraz hobileri işliyoruz ve hobilerin güzelliğinden, işte hayattan keyif almanın öneminden bahsediyoruz. Ama siz zaten keyifli gözüküyor. İlk başta teker teker biraz ritimleri duymaya başlayalım. Elinizde sanırım zaten başlamak istediğiniz nokta var.
Evet.
Oradan başlayalım, bize ondan bahseder misiniz?
Bu Brezilya'nın aslında en zor aletlerinden. Süper senkronizeyiz.
Süper.
Her şeyi hissederdim.
Orada bu kordon boyu da bayağı bir gülümseme oldu suratınızda. Ayrı bir anlamı falan mı var?
Aşağı yukarı öyle. Çünkü herkes ilk aşkını o kordon boyunun içlerinde yaşamış.
Aşk hayatınızın... Peki biz esneme hareketleri, ondan sonra da biraz kayak derken babamın Doktor Mordo ile kayak yapmaya gidiyoruz.